Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well in your part of the world. Welcome to this session. My name is Tim van den Broek and I'm so glad that you're here with us to follow our webinar. Today has been a crazy day already. We had the gardener come by our house this morning, and Tucker, that is our family dog, who I have to say is, by the way, normally the sweetest young golden retriever that you'll ever meet. He couldn't stop chasing after the lawnmower. And yeah, we ended up running after him for a good hour. So it's safe to say it has been a sporty morning. Anyhow, sorry for that. I'm so glad to be here with you because I have a feeling that what I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes is going to hopefully be able to make your life easier, save you time, and more importantly, save you money. So also a quick note, the recorded version of this webinar will be available on our website after the session. So let's start off with a short introduction of solar supervision. For us, it started with a couple of young guys that had a passion for science, technology, and nature. We were at a point in our lives where we wanted something more out of our careers. We also had a drive to build something new, something that brought together those passions, but also something that tackled the global environmental issues of our time. At the same time, in the background, certain trends were also picking up as part of technological advancements. Think of artificial intelligence, smart homes, autonomous cars, and much more. Within these trends, we found our thing, the Internet of Things. IoT is where devices and systems that are embedded with software, sensors, and other tech are used to connect to one another. And this allows for data to be exchanged more easily over the Internet. And that is how solar supervision was born, applying IoT tech to connect energy and make energy more efficient. We wrote software and developed a platform that we call Insights. With Insights, we focus on energy system monitoring. But what is it exactly? In simple terms, it's a software as a service solution to assist you. It is a monitoring platform, a portal. We monitor your energy installations to facilitate the management of your portfolio. We want to take away your worries so that you can focus on what is important to you, managing your business, developing it, and scaling up your solar projects. For us, Insights started with the solar panel monitoring, but right now we service all kinds of energy systems. It goes from water, gas, and electricity meters for building management, to heating and cooling systems, air conditioning, ventilation, even heat pumps and cogeneration, also swimming pools, and then more recently, also home batteries and charging stations for electrical vehicles. But you're here today to talk about solar. Now, let's talk about the gains. What are the benefits for you? We work brand independent. As you know, some companies that put their own inverters on the market, they usually have their own platforms. But what happens if you have installations in your portfolio that are from different brands? Switching between all those different platforms to keep track of all your installations, it can be the source of a lot of frustration. Also, we work technology independent. You don't need to install extra hardware. We can gather and collect the data via all kinds of channels. This means you can start off fast and your systems will be online in no time. But we'll go deeper into this in a bit. We also offer low cost, reliable, and high quality for everyone. We lower the threshold for smaller companies to have access to better data insights. Digital transformation is something that should be for everyone, and it is a necessity to make your company future-proof. Let me also tell you a little secret. Your competition is doing it, so why shouldn't you? Being able to have a clear overview of all your installations and all the important parameters in one glance is the biggest win. Colors and visuals make it easy to see if there are outliers or issues. Also, it is super friendly, the dashboard, and that saves you cost and time. You don't need to spend hours to figure out how everything works and where to find specific things. We customize the dashboard based on your needs. That can be simple, but also as complex as you want. We personalize it, and we can adjust easily if something changes in your situation. So what parameters do you want to see? Which graphics? You can even insert your own performance ratios. Other energy monitoring platforms, they can easily get super complicated, while there's not really a need for it. And it's because they're made for the masses, the one-size-fits-all approach, and that mostly benefits no one. We also offer white label. This means you can place your own brand on Insights and make it a part of your business. And to top it off, we have the features. Automated reporting for production, consumption, and financials. It saves you even more time. So no more wasting time on skedaddling on numbers and spreadsheets. No more fabricating individual reports for a bunch of customers and making all those emails. Our system does it all for you. Specific reports to specific solar owners at your choice of timing. Then we have alarm management. And this will notify you when an installation malfunctions, or if it's not producing as it should. You will be able to do targeted maintenance at the right times and decrease your downtimes. We also have user management. To summarize, one single elegant and user-friendly platform that will make everything more simple. One platform that is customized to your personal business needs. You can showcase the data you want, and we provide you with all the insights you need to make better decisions. It will save you precious time, cut your operation costs, and make your life easier. So if this is what you're looking for, you will want to stay tuned for what is next. Let's get more technical. How does it work? In more simple terms, we process data, then we interpret and visualize the data for you on our platform insights. But before we can do all of that, we need something else. We need to gather the data. So in addition to the software that we developed from scratch, we also have the hardware that makes it easier to collect. And these can come into play as sometimes the inverters aren't linked up to an online platform. That can be a consequence of many things. For instance, using more older inverters, or when a manufacturer goes bankrupt or it's discontinued. You can also install these to reach higher business certainty. For example, when you don't want to rely on the platform of the manufacturer because it simply malfunctions all the time. Our data captation module is called the Solar Gateway, and this module can read data one-on-one from solar inverters through various protocols. An overview of the supported protocols can be found on our website. We also have a smart grid controller. This can be used for smart linking and coupling. In addition, we have a measure box, with which you can execute energy measurements. Also, an infographic controller can be adopted to showcase your energy performance in a fun way, for everyone to see, for example on a big screen. As we've already mentioned, we work brand and technology independent, and that is one of our biggest highlights. That our overarching platform insights makes no distinction at all between inverter brands. In 90% of the cases, we gather the solar data directly from the respective inverter manufacturer. We use their APIs. We do this for current actual data as well as historical. For instance, in the case of SMA, we gather the data directly without intervention of a logger. But we also treat other inverters, like those of Huawei, SolarEdge, Fronius, and many more. And even in the case the protocol isn't developed yet, we can do that ourselves. So this all means that there is no need for extra hardware where the inverters already make use of an existing cloud platform. Data can also be delivered through FTP, and this method is strongly recommended as compared to gathering data through an existing cloud platform. Through FTP, one can set up the server address on the inverter or logger of our own server where you can push the data to. You can also let us process an API that's not related to production data. For instance, your accounting system, a measure company with whom you collaborate, your ticketing systems, etc. Insights is a web application with responsive design, and this implies it is also available on cell phones, tablets, or other media. And in this example, you can see it here on the big screen in a conference room. So this concludes the first part of our webinar. If you have any questions about all of this, please write it down and we will answer them during the Q&A later on. For this next part, I will take you on a ride through a demo platform of Insights.